let me ask two very personal questions. How many of you are married? And this is a little bit more personal. How many of you love your spouse? You really, really love your spouse. Toastmaster, guests. She came to my life in 2009, and she lived with me day in and day out. Helped me in all the daily chores. Traveled with me, slept with me. She was with me every time when I need. Suddenly an accident happened and she slipped. And she went to water. That was like, that was the beginning of her disease. Right? After a few months, her functioning stopped, and she was no more. Friends, today I'm talking about my old phone. You all know, and we have had new initiatives from the CEO, camps, cloud, analytics, mobile, and social. When I analyze the people who use gadgets, there are people who are always with the gadgets. And there are people who don't use gadgets at all. So when I analyze, I categorize them from my personal analysis into three groups, two extremes and one in the middle. So talking about this extreme, I have a friend very close to me who is a medical professional doctor in New York. He has a pager and he has a cell phone. He gets the pages from the hospital, looks at it, notes down the number, takes the cell phone out, switches it on. He calls them, dials them, calls them, talks to them. Once the call is over, he will switch it off and keep it there. This group are the people who really think that they are the masters of the gadgets, and the gadgets are the slaves. They use the gadgets when, where, and how much of amount they want to use. And this is an extreme. I have another extreme, right? Whenever I put a post in Facebook, they are the first one to like. Right? They are the first one to put comments. And I even remember one of my team members in the PVC rating, I had to give 3 a couple of years back, only without Facebook. Right? Even the day-to-day tasks was impacted by Facebook. So I have a short video which talks about the social life, how it impacts the new way of social life, right? Facebook, Twitter, how it impacts, and it will have some lesson towards the end. All of you are ready to watch it? Yes.
I have 422 friends. Yes, I'm lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me. The problem I have sits in the spaces between looking into their eyes or at a name on a screen. I took a step back and opened my eyes. I looked around and realised this media we call social is anything but.
loud corner.
Rich, greedy bastard. A world of some interest, some image, some emotion. Where we all share our best bits, but leave out the emotion. We're at our most happy with an experience we share. But is it the same? No one is there. Be there for your friends, and they'll be there too. But no one will be if a group message will do. We edit and exaggerate, crave adulation. We pretend not to notice the social isolation. We put our words into order until our lives are glistening. We don't even know if anyone is listening. Being alone isn't a problem. Let me just emphasise. You read a book, paint a picture, or do some exercise. You're being productive and present, not reserved and recluse. You're being awake and attentive and putting your time to good use. So when you're in public and you start to feel alone, put your hands behind your head, step away from the phone. You don't need stereo men, you already have a contact list. Just talk to one another, learn to coexist. I can't stand to hear the silence of a busy commuter train where no one wants to talk through the fear of looking insane. We're becoming unsocial. It no longer satisfies to engage with one another and look into someone's eyes. We're surrounded by children who, since they were born, have watched us living like robots and think it's the norm. It's not very likely you'll make world's greatest dad if you can't entertain a child without using an iPad. When I was a child, I'd never be home. Be out with my friends on our bikes would roam. I'd wear holes in my trainers and graze up my knees. We'd build our own clubhouse high up in the trees. Now the park's so quiet it gives me a chill. See no children outside and the swings hanging still. There's no skipping, no hopscotch, no church and no steeple. We're a generation of idiots, smartphones and dumb people. So look up from your phone, shut down the display. Take in your surroundings, make the most of today. Just one real connection is all it can take to show you the difference of being there. Be there in the moment that she gives you the look that you remember forever as when love overtook. The time she first holds your hand or first kiss your lips. The time you first disagree but still love her to bits. The time you don't have to tell hundreds of what you've just done because you want to share this moment with just this one. The time you'll sell your computer so you can buy a ring for the girl of your dreams who is now the real thing. The time you want to start a family and the moment when you first hold your little girl and get to fall in love again. The time she keeps you up at night and all you want is rest. And the time you wipe away the tears as your baby flees the nest. The time your baby girl returns with a boy for you to hold. And the time he calls you granddad and makes you feel real old. The time you'll take all you've made just by giving life attention. And how you're glad you didn't waste it by looking down on some invention. The time you hold your wife's hand, sit down beside her bed. You tell her that you love her, lay a kiss upon her head. She then whispers to you quietly, as her heart gets a final beat, that she's lucky she got stopped by that hot boy in the street. But none of these times ever happened. You've never had any of this. When you're too busy looking down, you don't see the chances you miss. So look up from your phone, shut down those displays. We have a finite existence, a set number of days. Don't waste your life getting caught in the net, as when the end comes, nothing's worse than regret. I'm guilty too of being part of this machine, this digital world we are heard but not seen, where we type as we talk and we read as we chat, where we spend hours together without making eye contact. So don't give in to a life where you follow the hype. Give people you love, don't give them your life. Disconnect from the need to be heard and defined. Go out into the world, leave distractions behind. Look up from your phone, shut down that display. Stop watching this video, live life the real way.
Yeah, how was it? Good, right? This video made me to uninstall the WhatsApp and Facebook from my new cell phone. So, to conclude, if today's my speech file could help at least one of you to get out of, or to find out the reality of the social media and use it wisely, optimally, at least if I could influence one person, I'll be the happiest person on this.